My name is Dennis Oliverio. I'm a Marine First Lieutenant, retired, and I'm originally from Somerville, Massachusetts, which is a town just on the outskirts of Boston. I enlisted on August 11th, 1987, and I did 20 years. I just retired in 2007, but I actually, when I went for my medical board after I was wounded, they went through and in their findings, they said, we're gonna recommend that you medically discharge. And I looked at him, I said, wait a minute, medically discharge? You know, I got 19 years and 8 months of service in as of today? And the guy said, you do? I said, yeah. He said, oh, well then we can wait 4 months and we'll retire you. So 20 years of service. My injury was during my last deployment, which was 2005, in October. On October 14th of 2005, I was engaged with some insurgent houses. And as a tank platoon commander, I was maneuvering some of my forces, and communication was just clobbered. I couldn't get a hold of my wingman or the other vehicle that was kind of in the fight with us. So when I couldn't raise them over the radio, I did what kind of we were trained to do, was hand and arm signals. So I come out of my tank a little bit and I pointed at him and I told him not to do something. As I pointed and told him not to go down there, I was shot through the arm, took a round through the arm and hit me in the chest. But so it shattered the humerus, it severed the artery, it severed the nerve, and they've done 14 surgeries from the date of injury. They've installed 3 titanium plates, 23 screws, 2 vein grafts, 2 nerve grafts, and here I am golfing. I golfed a little bit before injury, but it was very recreational, very occasional, you know, just kind of go out there with the guys once in a while. But it wasn't until after injury when I started to get serious about golfing, because everybody, I imagine, that in this field of work that gets injured is a competitive, spirited person. And once I was in the hospital bed, and I truly remember this day that my brother was there, and older brother, tougher guy, and it was something that I saw in him that made me uncomfortable, because I saw fear in his eyes, you know, about my injury and everything. And I had to break the mood, and I thought, man, I got to say something to lighten it up. And I looked at him and said, hey, Bill, you know, look at the bright side. You can have my golf clubs. I'm not going to need those anymore. And I didn't even really think about that till later on in the hospital bed. I thought, wow, that's serious. I won't be able to golf again. I won't be able to do a lot of stuff. So it was after injury that someone came to me and said, hey, you know, when you're ready, we'll get you out in a golf course. And I said, well, I don't know if you realize this or not, but I have basically half an arm. And they said, no, you don't. You've got a full arm, and I'll show you somebody that doesn't have a half an arm or doesn't have an arm. And so they started showing me pictures and books of guys who golfed with prosthetic arms and legs. And so it was kind of that challenge. It was, wait a minute, you know, here's my challenge, because I won't be, you know, doing the Marine thing anymore, I thought. So, and golf has been a good challenge for me. Other than family, of course, I would say that golf has been probably the biggest piece in my recovery, because it's not only a sport. And I tell people this, I say, yeah, I'm going to this golf tournament, and they say, oh, it must be nice, you know. But it is truly more than a sport. It's purely, it's not purely recreation. For me, it is rehabilitation. It allows me to not only physically challenge myself again, but it allows me to mentally challenge myself again. There are things that I can't do the same. And that is the same for every wounded warrior has to change their lives in one way. We have a new normal now. And I have to do things. I have to adapt to my injury. And on the golf course, I can relate that to my life. And every day on the golf course, there is something that happens that I can truly relate to how I have to deal with things in life. And so, golf has been not only a great challenge, a great pastime, but it's also been a great rehabilitative tool. This is not my first tournament, no. I actually, through the Salute Military Golf Association, they are the ones that actually taught me how to golf again with this injury and what I should do differently. And then this year, they actually helped me get on the Golf Channel AM Tour. So I was on the Golf Channel AM Tour this year. So this year was my first time ever playing true individual tournaments. And so I played 9 tournaments this year. I won twice on tour. I came in 3rd in a major, and then I made it to the Nationals. and I just got back from out PGA West, for the National, Golf Channel Am Tour Nationals. So it was a great event. I love doing it. I love getting out there, and it is adrenaline. I mean, you go out there and play in a scramble or something, and it's fun. But when you get out there on the tee and it's you and it's an individual effort, and the whole next up on the tee from Hollywood, Maryland, Dennis Oliver, I mean, the nerves. I mean, I found myself literally shaking over putts and things. And I love that. It's that challenge of, okay, you're nervous, adrenaline's going, and you have to perform again. With George Bush Sr. in '91, I was in Desert Storm, so I served with him as my commander-in-chief. And then in 2005, when I was injured, George W. Bush as my commander-in-chief. So anytime I get an invitation from that family or those past commander-in-chiefs, you can expect to see my application come in.